What's up guys, it's aCreativeDemise, and for my first video on this channel I wanted to teach you guys how to record and render commentaries in 1080p. I know a lot of people have requests or ask me how do I render videos, what do I do, what programs do I need, and everything like that. So basically today I'm going to be teaching you what you need and how you're going to be able to do that with the correct settings and everything like that. I've been constantly struggling trying to find the correct render settings best for YouTube with the lowest memory and the highest quality, and I have found them. So that is another reason why I'm going to be doing this video. So basically what you're going to need is Fraps and Sony Vegas. It could be Sony Vegas between 6 or 11, any of the newest versions. I mean, there's a lot of versions out there currently, so yeah, it's personally up to you. I think the easiest is 11, but yeah, Fraps, definitely. Fraps is what you're going to record gameplay with. Now, it's a really high quality program, but the reason it's kind of not that popular, or like it kind of sucks, is because it records an AVI, which is a really high memory usage file for videos. So say in 1080p, for me, a 3-minute video will be 4 gigabytes, which is a huge amount of memory. Huge. It's crazy. Like a whole video will be over 100 megabytes or 100 gigabytes. So today I'm gonna be teaching you one of the ways as rendering is compressing that file from 100 gigabytes down to like 2 or 1.5. Depending on the length of the video, it'll vary. So basically, Fraps. Just gonna show you guys my general settings. Right now to record my desktop, I have monitor area desktop DWV or DWM down here checked. Then going to the FPS tab, FPS benchmark 12. Really, none of this matters. You can do the overlay. It won't show it on your videos. I promise. Most people are like, oh, well, why doesn't it show it? Most videos, it won't show it. Especially if you're in games, it won't show it at all. If you just want to record games though, and you don't want to record your desktop, uncheck this button. If you want to record your whole desktop though, I definitely recommend checking that button. Okay, now onto movies tab. This is like your render setting or your video settings and everything. You want to save your folders. Now this is going to make it not lag. You're going to want to save it to your main C drive, not your external hard drive. Now why, Michael? Why wouldn't you save it to your external hard drive? I mean, isn't it better to, hide all these large file videos so you can render them later? No, when you record to an external hard drive, the external hard drive does not have enough, like writing speed to be able to write that huge file so fast, so it'll lag down to like 3 frames per second. But if you write to your internal main hard drive, then it'll be able to quickly write those files and record at 60 plus frames per second, which is really good for your videos. And then later on you can transfer them to the external hard drive, or this is what I do. I record, I render it, I delete the clips and change the video, the main video, like the rendered part, to my external hard drive, and then I have a full empty C drive again. So yeah, video capture hotkey, I really recommend F9 if you use the little squiggly line, which most people do. That's actually a consoles for most games, and it'll actually screw up the game as you're playing. And then FPS, I recommend 60 frames per second full size. If you have a really crappy computer, I recommend 30 frames per second half size. Now it's going to record at whatever your monitor is. So say you have a 1600 by 900 pixel monitor, that's going to be a 16:9 aspect ratio, and that's going to be like 960p. Or if you have a 1280 by 720 monitor, that's going to be 720, because that's a 720 ratio. Personally, I have a 1920 by 1080 monitor, which is the 1080p. So all of your kind of quality settings are going to be based off of your monitor. That's how much you're recording. Now rendering, you can record a really crappy clip and render it as 1080p. That's not a problem, but the clip is only going to be as good as how you record it. Just keep that in mind. Sound capture settings, they record Win7 zip audio, and I go it on stereo for better audio, and then record external microphone, and that's my Turtle Beaches I'm using right now, which is actually pretty good for microphone. I have a Blue Snowball, but personally I actually prefer the Turtle Beaches just because it's more versatile. It's on your head. If you're looking to drop around $150, you can get some Tritons. Really good commentary quality microphone. Thumbs up. Okay, I like to hide the mouse in the video. That's personal preference. Lock frame rate run recording, that's definitely must. Do not force lossless RBG, or it'll take up 5 times more memory than right now. So for 3 minutes, it'll be 15 gigs. Don't want that. That's not, unless you have like a million gigabytes of RAM or a million gigabytes of free hard space. But I don't use that. Really, honestly, don't. Screenshots, print screen. Most games use print screen and screenshots. I actually recommend PNG, not JPEG. And yeah, that's really your basic settings. I save them to my external hard drive. Screenshots don't matter where they're saved because it's just a single clip. So once you get your clips, you're going to want to go to where you saved your clips. For me, it's just on my desktop, and then I have a thing called Fraps folder. And then you're going to want to take your clip, right? And see here, it's 19. Here, I'll go for it. Let's see if we can get this right. This one is 58 seconds long, and it is 4 gigabytes. That is a large amount of memory. See? So, say this would be my whole video. It's going to be 41 gigs for about 15 minutes. That's not cool. So that's why we're rendering it down. So you're going to take your clip, just drag it right into Sony Vegas. If you open a new project, you won't have any of these lines. So when you new, and then you just drag it in, like I said, and you won't have any, and it'll make audio line and a video line right here. This is your kind of this is your preview screen of what's going on at that point in time. If you have a good computer, I definitely recommend full. You can see actually how it's going to look legit, you know. And then, yeah, first off, to make your videos way better, you want to right-click the video section. This top video section, not the audio, has only select the video. If both are selected like this, click off and click the top. Now right-click, go to switches, and disable resample. Now resample is basically in between clips. Say you're recording at 30 frames per second, but you're rendering at 60. There's a gap. There's a 1 frame per second in the middle of a gap. See, like 30 and 60, that's double. So it's gonna have to put out. It's gonna have to make a second frame every 30th of a second, you know, to catch up, because it's doubling from 30 to 60. So what it does is it makes it extremely blurry combination of clips between, say, your first and second clip, making your third clip, frame, you know. So basically what it does is it makes the thing really blurry and really like hard to watch in low quality. If you're going for blur, keep it on. It's actually pretty nice. But if you're not going for blur, if you're just going for commentary video, definitely turn it off. It's not needed at all. And Sony Vegas just puts it in there to, you know, basically help people, I guess, if they have really choppy clips like 10 frames per second, to make it more smooth. But honestly, it's not worth it. So now that you have your clip in here, you're gonna want to go into the properties file. It's right next to the render tab. It's the properties. It's a little mouse button up here, or you can push Alt Enter. You're gonna want to go to Video Template. Scroll down until you see 1080p, and then 60i, and it should be 29.97 frames per second. Now click on that. Now go to, it should say width 1920 by 1080. If it's not, change it to that. Field order per none, progressive scan. Pixel aspect ratio 1.0. Do not try HD widescreen, it screws up, I promise. Output ratio 1, or output rotation 0 degrees original. Frame rate, you can either do 29.97, which I find works so much better with YouTube. It's usually half the file size, and YouTube only shows up to 29.97 frames per second, so you know why go up and beyond unless you're, I don't even know why you would do that. So yeah, definitely 29.97 frames per second. That's what I render. That's my project properties. Now pixel format 8-bit. You can go 32-bit, but it's, like I said, you're not going to see a difference. Quality best, motion blur Gaussian, de-analyze method none, and then just that's it. Audio, stereo 48,000 hertz, 16 depth. You can pop it up to 24 if you feel good, and then the rest don't matter. So yeah, you have your clip. You can do editing. If you say you want to just like do a fade, grab this tab, just quickly pull it to the side. It's a fade, so now you see in the beginning.
I just hit escape.
It does a fade. See, it fades in instead of just popping there. If you want to split it, hit S, and you can drag them. If you want to match them up, hold on Shift, and they'll click together. If you want to get rid of the audio, hit U, and you can just separately delete the audio. Basically what that does is it unlinks the audio in the video of that clip. You can always hit Control Z to go back a step, and you can go back as many steps as you wish. So after you have your clip all set up and rendered, you can go to the Render As tab, click on that, and then basically it'll show all this stuff. Oh my god, really confusing. This is the hardest thing. I had to figure out the best render settings. Now you're gonna want to go to Windows Media Video V11 parenthesis .wmv. Now that's going to be the best to record. It doesn't screw up the video in any way, and personally it's the best thing to use for YouTube. A lot of big people use it, and it's really important. So you're going to want to click on any of these options, any single one, and go to customize template. I'll just do it with you guys. Now template is anything, include audio. You want to keep it at all this stuff. Go to video, and you're going to want to do CBR, Windows Media Video 9, High Definition, Custom, 1920 by 1080, frame rate, 29.97 or 30. Definitely recommend 29.97 though. Pixel aspect ratio, 1.0 square. Video smoothness, drag it up to 100%. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bitrate, you're going to want to go to Internet LAN, not anything else. Internet/LAN. 16M. If you have a crap computer, 12M or 10M is good, because those are megabytes. That's the bit rate per second, and the higher the bit rate, the best quality. Past 16 or 20 megabytes a second, you're not going to notice any difference. Trust me, I've rendered at 100 megabytes a second. See if it was good. No difference. It's all about the clip you're recording from. So remember that. Everything else is, except project, you just go to best under video rendering quality, stereoscopic 3D. We don't want 3D on our videos because before you do that, you actually go up here, rename it, hit save template. Now it'll pop up right here, right? You're gonna hit the star and then come up here to output format, and you're gonna check the show favorites only, so it'll only show your favorites, so you don't have to go through that big super line of stuff every time you want to render. After that, browse, find a place you want to render. For me, external hard drive, and you're good to go. Just render it out. After a while, it'll be done. Drag it into YouTube, name it, title it, description, tags, links, everything you want, and you're good to go. So thank you guys for watching. My name is aCreativeDemise, and please check out my channel, youtube.com/aCreativeDemise. Facebook and Twitter will be up in a bit. We're going to be doing commentaries with my friends later today, so hopefully you enjoy. Make sure, if you didn't see these settings that well, 1080p full screen is definitely going to be the best way to see those settings. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out, have a very nice day, and I hope you guys can go pull a commentary dream and go be a commentator and enjoy with these new render settings and everything like that. So yeah, like I said, have a nice day, and bye.